In today's video, we're going to cover the basics of how can you get into beekeeping now. Greetings, McCartney Taylor. I'm here to cover the very basics for the new people coming in, hobbyists who want to be beekeepers. If that's you, raise your hand. Okay, thanks. Anyway, so if you want to be a beekeeper, what you're going to have to do is you need to get information. You need to go to your local bee club. Go Google for bee clubs for your state. You will find one for your city or for your county. Even if you're in, I think I've got a lot of people in Turkey or Russia, you're going to have bee clubs nearby. Beekeeping is a very old hobby, and there are lots and lots of bee clubs out there. So find your local bee club, go to your local bee club, and don't just go. The first time you get to a bee club, you're going to be intimidated because there's these old, wizened, grizzly beaks. And these beaks know a lot of information, and you're going to be intimidated. So your first meeting at a bee club, go find somebody who looks like he's an authority and say, hey, I am brand new to beekeeping. I don't own a hive. I don't own tools. I don't own a veil. I don't know anything, but I want to get into beekeeping. Who should I talk to about coaching? And he'll usually take you in, or she will take you in and tell you, okay, you need to go talk to Joe over there, or Peter, or Valenkashev, or whoever. So, go to the bee club, tell somebody that you're brand new, and who should you go talk to about learning more. Second thing to do is get a book. Beekeeping for Dummies is a great book. It covers all the basic information that you're going to need about beehives. Granted, that book is about Langstroth hives and not top bar hives. And if you don't know the difference right now, that's okay. You'll learn about that in the next few months. Third thing is there are two very large forums in the U.S. called beemaster.com and beesource.com. Both of those are in English. There's some also in the UK. There's a biobees.com or biobees.uk. Anyway, BioBees website is for British beekeepers on the organic side, focuses on top bar hives. There's some other UK beekeeping forums. I've got a link I'll put right here to Commando Bear, who is a UK beekeeper who's got some videos, and he also has the URLs to those websites. There are beekeeping websites in Russia and Turkey, I know, because they're posting my videos on these websites, and they have forums. So anywhere you are in the world, there's a forum. Go to it. Wealth of knowledge. And beekeepers are very friendly. You are part of a new fraternity. You are going to be pulled in, and you'll be accepted, and they'll be more than happy to tell you information. So that's the second thing to do. Third thing to do is you need to order your equipment, and you need to order your bees fairly soon. This is winter right now in Texas. You want to order your bees and equipment months before you need them. Okay? Bees usually sell out from local sources. And I recommend when you buy your bees, you buy a local bee. That is a bee that has adapted to your local conditions, that ramps up well in spring, and that it is fairly gentle and is a decent producer. So, there's two choices on bees. The first choice is package bees. 3 pounds of bees with some queen thrown in a small cage, and they ship it to you. Now that is a package. It's like right now about 95 bucks in the US. The other option is a nuke. Now a nuke does not stand for a nuclear weapon. It stands for nucleus hive. In other words, tiny hive. It's a small 4-frame hive or 5-frame hive. If you don't know what a frame is, Langstroth hives have frames in them so that you can remove the comb and bees together. So, this is a frame. There are normally 10 frames in a hive. Sometimes there's 8, sometimes there's 9. But normally, there are 10 frames in a hive. So your 4 frames of bees are going to have bees on them. It's going to have wax already built. It's going to have stores, and stores means honey and pollen already inside the cells in that comb. And the bees will already have brood, little baby bees already in pupae stage, ready to go hatch in a few weeks. So this nuke is going to be weeks ahead of package bees. There's less chance that nuke's going to have a problem. There's less chance that nuke is going to abscond or leave with the whole hive. And there's a very good chance that that nuke hive will become a full-fledged hive and produce honey your first year. And your first year of beekeeping is very political. You need to show your wife, your husband, your neighbors, your family that you're a beekeeper and here's a jar of honey. It's very political to actually produce honey. And so a nuke is really the best way to go. It normally costs about 30 or 40 bucks more, but it's worth it. So the next step of advice after that is to talk to your neighbor if you are a residential house and make sure they're okay with your beekeeping. And you better have already talked to your spouse if you want to be a beekeeper, because they have final say usually on whether you can beekeep or not. You might have seen some other videos I posted up here about swarm trapping. That might be a bit advanced for your first year. I don't recommend you go into swarm trapping mode if you haven't kept bees before. You should also make sure or hope that you are not allergic to bees. Benadryl is something that you can take as an antihistamine that will minimize swelling from bee stings and can also save your hide if you are somewhat allergic to bees, and it'll buy you enough time to get to the hospital if you take it in advance. What other bits of advice can I tell you if you're new to beekeeping? I think that's it. I will have other videos for you that's going to cover the equipment exclusively as to what you need to be a beekeeper. This is just the basics. Watch this video first, and then you go watch the other videos. So, good luck. Enjoy the journey. I'll see you in the next video.